I will also end the government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life. We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based.
So right now, some major companies are pushing back against anti-diversity, equity, and inclusion policy. This comes as President Donald Trump signed an executive order eliminating federal DEI initiatives. We start with Costco's, which their board of directors voted unanimously against a proposal to scale back its practices, saying their commitment to respect and inclusion is appropriate and necessary. Now, ultimately, this decision will come down to the company's shareholders, who are expected to take action today. Meanwhile, tech giant Microsoft and grocery chain Aldi are also holding firm on their DEI policies, an Aldi spokesperson emphasizing the importance of an inclusive culture for all employees and customers. But there are other companies, including Walmart, McDonald's, Amazon, and Meta. They've all said that they're rolling back their diversity goals since the months following the 2024 election.
Hey y'all, I am Melissa Butler. I am the founder and CEO of The Lit Bar. The Lit Bar has been in Target since 2017, and we are the largest Black-owned makeup company in Target. So, of course, we were disappointed, just like many of you, when we learned that they were rolling back their DEI initiatives. But I will say, even though I'm disappointed, I'm not that surprised. I always thought that the 2020 commitments were a farce. Like, anything that is forced is going to be a farce.
Hey, yo. I feel like we are waking up from a bad nightmare. Terrible. What's going on these last few years? I hope that we never go back. I hope that we are turning the page.
Bye-bye, Donald Trump. 52 days and we are turning the page.
It's been about a week. All right, a little bit over a week if you want to go down to the hour. All right, today is January 27th, 2025. A little over a week since President Trump and J.D. Vance got inaugurated, and the world seems to be righting itself. As of the recording of right now, he has signed about 220 executive orders, just overriding a lot of the foolery and the nonsense that's taking place. Among them, one of the ones picking up a lot of negative traction is his DEI banning in the military, as well as like DEI training and all that.
Okay. So today I was supposed to be leading a training about environmental justice for a national agency, but it was canceled an hour before it started. Why? Well, because the new federal guidelines from the Trump administration ban not only DEI trainings, but also any trainings or programs about environmental justice. And they're not stopping there. These policies go further, rolling back protections for our water, land, opening the floodgates to drilling, silencing those that are fighting for justice in any form.
Now, what has trickled down since then is a lot of these companies now are saying that they are going to roll back their DEI. You got Amazon, Meta, Walmart that said that they're going to roll back. But you know the left, the race betas and race hustlers never going to let a situation go to waste, because I guess that there are still companies that say that they're not going to roll back their DEI. But I hate how black people have allowed every other group of quote unquote marginalized people to hijack the civil rights movement, and everybody that isn't a straight white person feels like they're part of it. I'm about to cue up the virtue signaling, but here you have Reverend, or at least he calls himself a Reverend, Al Sharpton, taking a group of his supporters, all right, there's a big group of black people, into Costco. Costco's a white-owned business. All right, he could have taken this group of people just as easily as he rounded them up. He could have taken them to a black-owned business. But black people allowing themselves to be used once again. Let's get to it. Let me just bring that back real quick, because I don't think y'all caught that. So the one white guy he sees, which I wouldn't even doubt the majority of the employees at this Costco are probably white, but he looks to him and says, "We're on your side." Sometimes you don't even have to listen to what they say. Just look at how they behave. This is all optics. All optics. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at these people. Where's all the youth? I thought the Democrats were the party of the youth. Shout out to the older people, all right? No disrespect, but I wish that y'all would just wake up. A lot of communities are usually progressive as they're younger and conservative as they get older. But what I'm seeing is I'm conservative and my parents are super progressive. But you know what? No problems. I did what's best for them in this election. No tax on Social Security. You're welcome. Thanks to everybody that's been pulling up to the videos. I appreciate you. And if you enjoy the content over here, be sure to like the video, drop a comment, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. It's going to be a fun few years of covering this administration. And then who knows, after Trump's administration, we might just go straight into the JD Vance. It's barely been a week and so much is happening and the left is panicking, and you know that they know that it's going to be a successful 4 years when they constantly are saying, well, why hasn't the price of eggs dropped? Why hasn't the price of gas dropped yet? And it's literally only been 7 days. And then if you count that he took the weekend off, probably, they are all about to be so miserable. And it's evident in that JD Vance sit down with Margaret Brennan.
Look at our slate of executive orders. No, Margaret, prices are going to come down, but it's going to take a little bit of time, right? The president has been president for all of 5 days. I think that in those 5 days, he's accomplished more than Joe Biden did in 4 years.
Now, what if they had all of these people pool all of their money together and buy a block or two in the hood? Would that have gone a longer way? Because they still giving their money to a white company just because the company didn't want to roll back the DEI policies. So you're telling me black people, we have to have DEI programs in place in order for us to make it in this world? Isn't there already affirmative action? Isn't there already the equal rights and opportunity? Didn't we have Obama before DEI? What are we talking about? Let me back it up a little bit and let's see what Al Sharpton had to say to the people before they went in. But I'm just going to say this. A lot of these older cats, they probably grew up and were young during the civil rights movements and saw like the tail end of it or something. But I don't know. And black people as a whole, because I even see it amongst younger people. We fetishize slavery like something I've never seen in my life. I don't understand how people who have never lived through oppression, even in researching this story, there's a woman that said that she has to go through the same fights and strifes that her great-grandmother went through. Yo, we are free. We are in 2025. One good thing Obama showed us is that black people can rise to be president. One good thing Trump showed us is that convicts could become president. Why are we still hanging on to slavery? Why are we still hanging on to something that happened so long ago that didn't impact your parents or your grandparents because none of them were slaves? People will sit there every Black History Month and brainwash themselves with those movies, you can name them, that just put you through living through. Why traumatize yourself like that? If you believe that you went through that so many years and your family rose up to elevate you, why do we continue to listen to people like this? I understand why he's doing it because he's getting paid. But why do we still continue to let these people mentally shackle us? I don't get it, man. But the white man, right? Trump, right? Any white man bad, right? As these niggas about to go support a white business.
Corporations came forward and said, we're going to do diversity. We're going to do this because race needs to be dealt with. And for Donald Trump to be able to cancel a commitment they made is an outright affront to the black community, brown community, LGBTQ, gay community, and women.
There it is. There it is. The black community, the Hispanic community, the LGBTQ community, the gay community, which I thought was in the LGBTQ. But why is everybody lumped in with black people? Next thing, he's going to be calling for black people to be protesting against ICE to defend Hispanic people who I heard, I don't know if this is fact. You can let me know in the comment section. I heard that Hispanic people don't really like black people. So why would we be out there defending Abuela, and Tio. No. Get Maria, get Fernando, get them all that came here illegally, that are here committing crimes, get them all up out of here. In all this DEI that black people are at the forefront fighting for, once again being used to do the brunt work and the dirty work for whoever the powers that be, Black Enterprise released this article. Black people only comprise 4% of DEI positions in the workplace. It was never for black people. That's why they allowed all these people to hijack it. It was for your Hispanics, for your gays, the LGBTQs, your transmissions. All of those people are who benefited from DEI. And I'm glad that we're getting back to a place where, I work corporate, and in people's emails where you see the stupid pronouns, like I'm tired of seeing that stuff. And with the DEI training, I've even sat down with people that make more money than me and said, hey, what is the deal with this DEI stuff? Like, did you only hire me because I was a DEI hire, or before that an affirmative action hire or something like that? I would like to think not. So I've been working since I was 22. I'm 33 now. I've worked many places as a nurse, and I want to believe that I got the job because I was the most qualified, not because I checked the box or something like that. I want to know that when I showed up, that they knew that I would be able to handle whatever was thrown at me. And honestly, that is true, because I wasn't hired during the last 4 years during DEI. So I was hired prior to that. So maybe I was hired for affirmative action, but I was not a DEI hire. As I close, first I want to say I appreciate you making it this far in the video. To help pump it out to even more people, liking the video, sharing, subscribing to the channel, and dropping a comment down below goes a far way, and I appreciate every bit of it. Good, bad, indifferent, let me know down below. Now, President Trump has signed his executive orders banning DEI. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people are saying that they won't be able to work. Their business will fail, whatever it is. And I say, like Trump said, we're moving it back into the normalcy of merit-based hiring. All right, the best person for the job. When I need a doctor or to go on a plane, or I need an attorney or something like that, I want the person that's most qualified for the job. I want the person with the best Google reviews or the best whatever reviews, where I don't care what the person is. I'm going off of what people have rated them. And that's the way that anything should be. When somebody goes for a job, it shouldn't be, oh, well, you have pink hair and you identify as a whiteboard, or you think you were born in the wrong body. You think that you were supposed to be one of the other 286 genders. That no longer makes you more qualified for a position. Okay, actually, it makes you more qualified for a mental institution, because if you know about all these other genders, I'm open to have the conversation, but I don't want to just have the conversation. We got to get down to the science of it, all right? Trust the science, right? That's what people were saying 4 years ago. Shout out again to the new home team. Or do you think Trump is emboldened to signing all of these executive orders because he's a fascist, he's a Nazi, he's a bigot? Him and MAGA are just a bunch of degenerate deplorables that don't care anything about anybody that's different from them. All right, if you're black, if you're Hispanic, if you're Asian, Native American, gay, LGBTQ, all that stuff, then you do not align with MAGA and their core values. Either way, I'm interested to know whatever you're thinking in the comment section. Till the next video, y'all be safe and stay wavy.
Repetition is the father of learning.